Hey everyone, welcome to Recover Me. This is Angie here. I'm going to read a passage here for you. Keeping recovery fresh, page 187. Complacency is the enemy of members with substantial clean time. If we remain complacent for long, the recovery process ceases. Basic text, page 84. After the first couple of years in recovery, most of us start to feel like there are no more big deals. If we've been diligent in working the steps, the past is largely resolved, and we have a solid foundation on which to build our future. We've learned to take life pretty much as it comes. Familiarity with the steps allows us to resolve problems almost as quickly as they arise. Once we discover this level of comfort, we may tend to treat it as a rest stop on the recovery path. Doing so, however, discounts the nature of our disease. Addiction is patient, subtle, progressive, and incurable. It's also fatal. We can die from this disease unless we continue to treat it. And the treatment for addiction is a vital, ongoing program of recovery. The 12 steps are a process, a path we take to stay a step ahead of our disease. Meetings, sponsorship, service, and the steps always remain essential to ongoing recovery. Though we may practice our program somewhat differently, with 5 years clean, then with 5 months, this doesn't mean the program has changed or become less important, only that our practical understanding has changed and grown. To keep our recovery fresh and vital, we need to stay alert for opportunities to practice our program. Just for today, as I keep growing in my recovery, I will search for new ways to practice my program. Okay guys, this is a nice message. Let's see what's going on with the tarot. We'll tap in here, call in your spirit team and mine, and bring us through the messages we want to hear today. Sorry about that bell, it's very noisy actually. So yeah, if you've clicked on this reading, there's definitely going to be a message here for you today, so stick with me. I do start kind of slow when I'm connecting in first, but the connection gets stronger and the flow gets more fluid as we go through, if that makes sense. And I do speed up, but you're welcome to speed up the playback speed, of course, because sometimes it can go on much longer than I thought, but I can only go as fast or as slow as spirit channels through me. So let's see, what do we need to hear and what do we need to know today for the highest good of all? Spirit guides, please show us clearly for this collective. I hope everybody's doing well, enjoying the summer wherever you are in the world. Let's have a look. What's happening in the current situation here? What is happening in the present energy? The sun. I was just talking about the sun. The summer. The sun is clarity, it says on this card. We'll have to keep going. What else do we have for the present situation? This looks really positive. Sun is where fertility and growth happens, and it shines the light on anything hidden, brings everything out into the open, clears the air. It's a place of strength and growth. What else do we have here for this collective today, please, Spirit? Ooh, the cards are just floating away here. Spirit is strong here today. Let's see. What else do we have? Ace of Wands. It says energy. Ace of Wands is usually an opportunity, something inspirational coming to light, I feel. Something where there'll be growth. Like, look at the baby and it's like a fetal sort of image, birthing something new and exciting and beautiful and pure and unique. We are all unique, is what's coming through there. Let's see what you need to focus on. High Priestess. This is you and your power, you guys. High Priestess is the intuitive being in the tarot. So it's tuning into your intuition, inner wisdom, it says on this card. highly spiritual. A lot of you are actually, and this also can talk about your connection with your higher self or your higher power of your own understanding. And it's all within us, that capability to connect to that, because it lives within us. Yeah, focus on. So it might be, this is supposed to be what you need to focus on at the moment. And to me, it's saying, keep going within, you know. Keep checking in with yourself regarding anything, whatever you're up to, which is beautiful. So let's see in the recent past. Hierophant, another very spiritual card. You've got like three major arcana out of 4 already. This is incredible. It's a card of commitment. It's a Taurus card. Sun is Leo energy or fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Hierophant is card of Taurus. It talks about spiritual leadership. You know, it's often depicted as a papal person with his 2 disciples. So there must be something where you were in a leadership position in the past, or you committed to something. We'll have to get clarifiers. We'll get around the room once for this spread with this deck, and then we'll clarify with another to get more from the cards. See what the guidance is here for you guys today. Let's have a look. What else do we need to know here, please, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Page of Swords, inspection. Yeah, this is the investigation card. Now, Page of Swords can be an air sign, but it doesn't have to be. And an air sign would be air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I just had a mental block there. And that's what the Page of Swords does. They bring clarity, they bring home a truth. They, you know, so something here is coming maybe into the spotlight for you, or you're uncovering something with the sun there. And you want to do a bit of study on it. This is the student as well, the Page of Swords. It's like the apprentice or the student. Can be a child, doesn't have to be. Let's see what's going on in the near future. The Moon card. This is a card of Pisces and Cancer. So those signs might be strong in your chart. And the Moon talks about what's hidden. It says concealment on this card here. It's also a card of balance and very much an intuitive card as well. There's a lot of spirituality here. The Hierophant, the Moon and the High Priestess. Whoa. Satisfaction. Let's see what else we have. Guidance from Spirit at this point, please. What do we have for your guidance from Spirit? The Emperor. Ooh, this is bossing up. You're bossing up, leveling up, something like that. The Emperor is a card 4 in the Major Arcana. It's a card of Aries. It's very much the father card in the tarot. This is the King of Kings, the Emperor. It's very kind, loving, leadership energy, like the father in, you know, the boss in work, or you bossing up in your life, taking the main character role. Yeah, very boss energy there. Think of Aries as the leader, you know, but they're organised as well as coming through with that. Let's see what else we get. What else is influencing us here? Queen of Wands. Ooh, this is like, it says it on it, determination. And it is that Queen of Determination. She's unstoppable and she's fearless. And look at there. It's like our strawberry moon is due tonight, the full moon. They're saying the strawberry moon, they call it. It's got that pink hue. So there's something very significant here. Queen of Wands can be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it's more of the energy. She's very connected to nature, very intuitive as well, and very spiritual. Connected to spirit guides of all kinds, predominantly animals actually. But she, on her mission, if she's going anywhere or doing anything, she's the go-getter, you know. Very kind of Empress energy here, so it might be a divine counterpart going on. Could be a pairing there. Comment below if any of this resonates, and do like and share and subscribe to the video if you get anything from it. Queen of Wands, yeah, that's pursuing something with utter passion and drive and unstoppable force. Amazing. Let's see what you have in your hopes or fears. It'll have to be this card. So, flexibility, it says on the Two of Pentacles, which is an absolute dote of a card. Look at that. What an image. I mean to say, it's got those kind of warped looking clocks that you might know from Dali. The artist Salvador Dali, he did a lot of paintings with, and I think one of them was called Clocks, where all these clocks looked like they were draped over things and they were just surreal. He does surrealism, I think. I'm not very up on my art, but that's one of the ones I've always loved. There's something really unique coming through here about your ability to be flexible, you guys, and adaptable is coming through with that. So Two of Pentacles normally is about balancing things or prioritizing your, material world. It can also be a work-life balance, but there's something unique about your approach here. You have your own unique style. So comment below and tell me what that is for you guys. And it works for you, I'm hearing from Spirit. And they're saying whatever does work. If it isn't broken, they're saying don't fix it. This is marvellous. What do we have in your potential outcome? It must be this card. Did you just look at the way it's kind of levitating? Two of Cups. Fantastic. This is you with your higher self, your own connection with self first of all, but also you might have a connection, a relationship coming in. Can be a platonic or personal, platonic, with anybody, work colleagues, romantic, business wise. Page of Pentacles, the back of the deck, says reliability. So Page of Pentacles is another messenger. You have Page of Swords and a Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles can be slow. Obviously, Pentacles are the slowest moving suit in the tarot. But it's a message that's been a long time coming, maybe, is coming through here from Spirit. So that's very interesting. And we're going to clarify today using this Everyday Witch tarot deck. And it's unusual because I don't often use this one for clarifiers. So let's have a look and see what the Spirit have. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please use this deck for us today to clarify this lovely reading for our beautiful collective in sobriety. Now, to be obviously getting any benefit from or insights from these readings, you need to not be anywhere in particular on your sobriety journey. You need not be in particularly, I can't talk today, the words have just come out like, blah, soup. Even in a program of recovery, but it's just here for messages of support, and it is divinely guided, and it comes through, from Spirit directly for you guys. So this is to support you on your journey, and it's to get through ordinary battles. It's like they say in the sobriety programs, that they're a program for life as much as anything else. And I've often said it myself. When I went into rehab a few years ago, I was like, oh my God, people don't know there's a guidebook for how to live. Everyone should be in a recovery program. If I'd have known what I knew now, back then, I was all this talk about me, like, there's so much in it. I just can't get over it. So let's see what else we have. We're trying to clarify the Sun card and the Ace of Wands in the present. Gosh, that's a great card. Ten of Pentacles at the back of the deck. It's a happily ever after card. So the Sun and the Ace of Wands, please, Spirit, show us what we need to know about the Sun and the Ace of Wands for this gorgeous collective today. Sun with the Ace of Wands, Page of Cups. This is a message coming through that you're going to love, something that's going to light you up. There's our card. Does it ever fail to come through? The Devil card. And the Devil is about addictions, toxicity, toxic patterns, behaviours, you know yourself, your own things. It can even be overeating, like they have ice cream and money here, so it could be like overspending, overeating, overindulgence of many kinds. It can be the card of temptation, and maybe this is the thing at the moment, you're struggling maybe with your specific addictions, or that you're getting involved with addictive patterns of behaviour. The Moon card, I think, is sticking out there as well. Look at it, yeah. So this is the other thing. I hope the moon is here in the future, trying to hide things. And there's something coming through about hiding, trying to get away with bad behaviour. Is it you or somebody else? Now, always, as always, place the energies where they fit your story. Take what resonates, as I say, and leave the rest. But don't force a story to fit wherever you see yourself in a reading. That'll be you. But what doesn't resonate will be for somebody else. So the Sun card, some kind of clarity about something that you want to birth into this world. It could be a baby, and congratulations if you're expecting. But this looks like, Ace of Wands. It's an opportunity. It's coming into focus for you, and it's something that's going to light you up. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck, but it also is the biggest illuminator of things. The Moon, on the other hand, is where stuff can lurk in the shadows and we can keep things hidden. But this is out in the open. You want to be, it's the social media card. It's the in public eye card, that you're not afraid to stand in the sun and be seen. And it's something to do with an opportunity here, which is really funny. That image on this, it's like they're in kind of a very dark place, and the only bit of light is the source of inspiration here. I can see all these shadowy looking creatures. This is great, but it's like, saying to me, you're coming out of the shadows because you have something like a pearl of wisdom here, that little treasure inside the pumpkin's head, that you want to share with the world. I think that's what's going on. Page of Cups, then it's something from the heart. Could be something creative, because you can see he's making a lovely mess there, but he's so proud of his creation. It's like, oh God, look at that. Completely unaware as to the mess he made, but it was worth it, he reckons, and it doesn't matter. And it's like I used to say to the kids, it's clean fun, the painting and all of that crack, and playing with bubbles on the table, and oh my goodness. I used to just let them wreck the place, because, it's not a deal. It's not forever, but I kind of got into the rhythm of, you have to tidy up after yourself, because I'd always have a big deal made out of it on that condition only. Why did I have to say all that stuff? That's so strange. Somebody needed to hear that. Okay, we can always clean up after ourselves. If you're having fun, the mess is sometimes worth it. Maybe that's the message. Wow, that's so strange. I never had a message like that before. Okay, the Devil card. It always just comes in. I mean, there's something about escapism here, and that's often, the addictions to me are very associated with my escapism habits, I suppose, that I've always kind of ran from things and tried to, hide at the bottom of a bottle or at the bottom of a bag of drugs or something from reality. If things were too much and I couldn't cope, I would hide. I'd run, and I thought, sure, nothing can touch me now. I'm out of my face, I can't be held responsible. It's all that sidestepping, kind of hiding. I don't know. Does that make any sense? Jeepers, guys, that was so much unexpected energies here. Let's see. High Priestess in what you need to focus on. Okay, Spirit, show us the High Priestess. What does this collective need to focus on? Eight of Pentacles, something you're working on for sure. King of Wands at the back of the deck, and we have the Queen of Wands. There could be a divine counterpart here, or somebody who just bloody gets you. You're on the same wavelength, King and Queen of Wands. That King of Wands takes action. Kings take action more often than not, and that, like I was saying, the drive and ambition and determination of the Queen here. This guy has got the strategy, he's got the plan, and he's going. It's the masculine side of that fire energy. The planning, the strategy, the delegation, all of that. That might mean something to somebody. High Priestess is what you need to focus on in the Eight of Pentacles. There is something you're building. Look at this lady here. She's really enjoying. It's the Mastering Your Craft card. It's the Eight of Pentacles. Working hard. It's a long time coming is what I'm hearing here as well. And it could be something to do with your inner wisdom here, as it says in this card. So I feel like there's something, maybe you're writing a book, or maybe you're gathering your journals and making some kind of a submission. A paper is coming through. We did have the student back here, so definitely some of you could be going studying going to college, returning to education, something like that, or returning to mastering a craft, like as in getting into like an apprenticeship of some kind. And it's like you've done the apprentice years, maybe you could be a mature student, anything like that, and it's like just going back to college, go back to school, whatever it is, for to get certificates of mastery is coming through, like like maybe a PhD or an advanced education certification. Gosh, that's a terrible mouthful. But yeah, and then this person here is such a leader. It's like he's fully qualified, King of Wands, and that might be the motivation there, that you want to sharpen your expertise on something and be like, the main person, the go-to for some sort of specialty, because she's got that look in her eye. She's got her own unique way of doing things, It's like keeping her secret formula to herself. She looks kind of like she's giving the sly eye there. Does that make sense? She has her own spin on doing something. You can see here she's making up some kind of a recipe, and she's not really saying what she's putting in that pot by the looks on her face. So that hopefully means something to some of you. Let's have a look at the Hierophant in the recent past. Your gas crack, you lot, you know that. We're all so unique. But I love that, that clever. I think you're getting away with it, but, everybody knows kind of thing at the same time. But they're going to let you keep it to yourself. That's the kind of friendliness coming from that. Let's see the Hierophant, please, in the recent past for this gorgeous collective today. The Four of Swords. And look at the back of the deck, the Ten of Cups, the Happily Ever After card again. This is also, it talks about generations of the family. You can see there's a few here. Well, it could be like, that could be a parent of this baby, and this could be, I don't know, does that look, okay, maybe they just have two children. Yeah, there's a bit, not enough of an age gap, is there? Oh guys, do you know what I mean? Anyway, Ten of Cups is all, complete emotional fulfillment, connection and belonging, feeling belonging, that you're part of a community, a family. It's the happy family, happy marriage card, happily ever after card, all of that. And it's also wishes coming true and complete emotional contentment. So Hierophant clarified by the Four of Swords. This to me talks about meditation straight off the bat, because the Hierophant is the spiritual person or spiritual aspect. It's also spiritual leadership. And the Four of Swords is a rest card. It's a card of recovery and healing. And there's a lot of cobwebs actually in this card. So that talks to me about a long time trying to heal and rest and recover from something. So that could be a lot of you are in. It's funny that I read that message that I read today was talking about people in a long time in a recovery program and not forgetting to keep the energy fresh. So this is really coming through today. I love this when the synchronizations come through regarding the reading with the reading from the books, and the reading from the tarot, and they correspond lovely here. So yeah, the complacency thing we spoke about in that reading earlier. But this is, spirituality is always fresh. And this to me is talking about meditation. When you, and I know a lot of you do practice meditation, like your step is a 10 and 11, I can never remember. And you do meditation and prayer, or meditation or prayer, or whatever it is that you find is your spiritual support. So in the recent past, which is where we are here, there's something about your meditative practice that you've been involved in being very healing, because this is the healing card. But it's like you feel like you've done a lot of healing here in the past. A lot, and so for such a long time that you're quite the master of your inner peace, and you've healed so much now. You've kind of mastered this healing art that you've gotten engaged with, that you've been engaging in. See, my words are coming out back to front again. This happens when I channel. But Ten of Cups, this is you going forward like a very healed. Ten of Cups is, feeling very emotionally stable and emotionally mature is coming through there as well. And it's like, yeah, you're going to share your message with the world. Page of Cups. Remember I said how proud he was of his masterpiece? He's dying to show it off to everybody. And his message is on that beautiful creation of his. And it doesn't matter what mess he's made. It doesn't matter it's taken this length of time, you guys. You just, the sun is ready for you when you're ready. And now it seems to be the time that you want to show something off that you've created or you want to create. And you're coming from a healed place. You want to bring this, when there's a spiritual leadership connotation to that Hierophant card as well, it's like these are apprentice angels, and she's got her wings already, and she's just teaching them the music of that spirit. I just heard from your guides. That is so beautiful. This is crazy. There's another group of you who've been healing, need to do some healing because you've burned yourself out. Look at that candle, the smoke coming off it. You've been burning the candle at both ends, I'm hearing, and maybe doing too much. Is there such a thing as too much meditation? Maybe doing too much introspection is coming through, and you do need to take breaks. There's a sensible amount of, like they say, do everything in moderation. So there is such a thing as trying to do, when you get on a run and you're feeling the rewards for doing healings or working through trauma stuff, the step 4 stuff and that in the programs, where you're reflecting on your honest inventories, and it's like, Christ, it feels so good to get that release, that you get it up and out of you, and it also uncovers a lot more stuff. So take your breaks when you need them, because it is it's trauma work that you're doing, and that is very intense, and you need to be kind to yourself during that time. This is a huge amount of messages coming through, and it's almost like going forward, take that sort of advice. Spirit is guiding you, but they are hugely congratulating you on the work that you've done there in the past, and also trying to reassure you that you've got a sense of emotional maturity now, where you do have a message that you need to spread around the world. This is amazing. Or you need to share with others. It doesn't have to be word domination here, you guys. Don't want to scare you away entirely. But it is that thing in the programs that they say, in order to keep it, we need to give it away. That keeps coming up in these readings as well, which I find absolutely, really reassuring. Page of Swords, King of Swords. Wow, talk about graduating. And back of the deck is the Three of Swords. And in this image, there's nobody in the bed. The healing for now is done. You need to take a break from healing. This is the card of betrayal. It's usually just depicted with the heart and 3 swords going through it. But this person has been working on it. They've been journaling. They've spilled the ink, as they say. They've spilled the milk or spilled the tea on what, had to be, what they needed to bring up for their own selves to resolve. And it's almost like, spilling the tea on yourself freely, to yourself. When you journal, it's like you can uncover stuff that you didn't know was under there. And that's another thing I found in recovery, doing the journaling and working through the steps, doing that sort of work. It can bring up all sorts, and you do need to then kind of temper your pace or do things in moderation, that you're not doing too much, that you'll get kind of unstable, or, just have you knocked off your paths or course, it's not knocked off your path, knocked off your momentum. I don't know, the words are just elusive today. There's a word, I put it in the right place amazingly. Okay, so as I said as well, if any of this does resonate, do comment below. I'd love to read your comments as always, and don't forget to like and share and subscribe to keep this channel going. Page of Swords, I said, was the student here, and this is the thing, you're learning maybe to be a teacher, because the King of Swords is the master, and we said up here with a sense of mastery going on with that 8 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords both are swords energy. It's air energy. It's about intelligence. Look at all the books around this person. It's about being a leader in regards to some craft. I'm feeling here that this is what you're pursuing. Some of you, it will be the arts, definitely. Art itself, music is coming through here as well. The healing arts, it could be anything though. So yeah, look at that. Some of you are big time into flowers as well, and maybe doing flower creations. I'm seeing flower jewellery and some flower, like, you know, the ones pressed flowers, is it? And they're, or dried flowers, and they're put onto, you know, greeting cards and stuff like that. Absolutely beautiful, but really unique. Like I was saying, you're very crafty in the good way. Like I was saying a minute ago, crafty. There's something about crafty, like in both the behind the scenes sort of, yeah, not revealing everything, but it's in a kind way. I don't mean sly and malicious or anything like that, no. So the moon card, speaking of hiding things, the moon card is saying here on it, it's concealment. And as I said, it's Pisces and Cancer energy, the moon. The moon is real healing energy as well for me. And today is our strawberry moon, as I said. And let's see what we get. What is going on with the moon card in the near future? It's more things that are hidden. Look at that. And look, it's at the back of the deck, guys. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour. You are meant to be keeping something to yourself, is what this means. Because, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is the karmic wheel. And things that are karmic are meant to be, oftentimes, that you have to go through these karmic lessons because that's why you came here. You signed up for it, and it's part of it. But this is telling me that you are supposed to keep something hidden. Seven of Swords is about trickster energy, hiding things. Look at this character in this image. She's carting off stuff in the night time, with the hood up, trying to hide herself and keep things to herself because she's holding on to all those seven swords. And the card then that it was clarifying is another hidden, or things in the shadows, as I said, card. We've got the moon and the sun though. You're masculine and feminine. This is the feminine energy here, are really coming into balance, and some of you might be doing some feminine energy healing at this time. We all have masculine, feminine aspects, and I can't even say that word because I'm supposed to be working on my feminine at the moment because I've been operating from the masculine, which a lot of us do when we're you know, in active addiction in particular. It's that survival mode, always ready to take action, always kind of reactive. Whereas the moon and feminine energy talks about tenderness, opening up to receive, you know, being open and surrendering to different things. That feminine touch of you know, the emotional connection, the hugely emotional vibe off of this moon card. In that feminine energy, I can feel it, and it is you know, that delicate touch, the feminine sort of touch and aspect of tenderness, and there's something motherly or matriarchal coming through here as well. Could be in regards to something to do with your lineage on your mum's side, your grandmother's side, on either aspect. But yeah, it's that thing of, you know, tending to the feminine aspects. It's about conscientiousness, it's about tenderness, it's about nourishment, nurturing. It's about growth. Like, masculine energy need to be that 51-49 split no matter what, and that's all the differences between men and women, so it goes across the board. Men would be ideally, you know, 51% masculine energy and 49 feminine, and then the other way around for women. So, you know, we'll all have to have one. You can't have one without the other, basically. And we'll say the masculine is the doer and the go-getter, and let's go and get up and go. Whereas the feminine energy then would be the plan and look, intuition, all those things. What do we need to do? What are the details? What is the direction even? And, you know, where is it that we're headed? You know, I can't describe things today, guys. And I'm so sorry, my words are so flippin', But anyway, this is karmic. You are meant to keep things to yourself in some regard here. You have to use your discernment, moon card. And that's not, it's shared to me. Masculine and feminine have this level of discernment, and there's two aspects to it. You know what I'm talking about yourselves as well. There's a time to speak about things, and there's not a time not to. It's coming through with these two cards as well. Thank you, Spirit. Seven of Swords, so is getting away from drama oftentimes, and leaving and going to other, a place where things aren't. You don't need to hide yourself. That's what I see in that Seven of Swords as well. So there's a few different people here, or groups here, in this reading. So take what energies fit you guys and leave the rest, as I say. Let's have a look at the Emperor here as your guidance from Spirit, which is a really powerful card. The Emperor is the king of all kings. He's masculine or feminine, of course. It's always just the energy of the card, and it's clarified by another major arcana. And the sun is back under the deck. Guidance from Spirit, you guys. The sun has got his hat on. He's coming out to play. Do you remember that stupid song? Oh wow, I used to cringe when I heard it as a youngster. The sun has got his hat on, it's coming out to play. So it is that joyful happiness, absolute freedom, celebration, lighting up the world, following your inner compass. Happiest card in the deck. This is an insane reading. The majors that you're getting. We've got the sun twice now and the moon once. 2 parts masculine, 1 part feminine. I feel like I'm making a salad dressing. Okay, so the Emperor then, this is the person taking action in their life, like I said, the leader, and it's Temperance is clarifying it. So Temperance is that feminine aspect, tuning into your inner compass and just, hold on, I heard the door, I just have to pause for a sec. Sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, we were looking at the Emperor here with the Temperance card. So yeah, again, 2 major arcana. So Temperance is that card, is that energy of moderation, balance. You can see all the sweet things here and the healthier options, the far side. So it is that thing we were saying as well with the devil energy earlier, to do things even though you're tempted. But Temperance is all about balance and to do things in moderation. There's also something here about, the amount of technology, screen time versus book time, that sort of thing. You can see all those images there in this picture, but yeah. Some of you definitely have cats around you. If nothing else. There's cats in both of these images. But yeah, taking the lead, like Temperance as well, let's talk about that spirituality as well for me, because it is about blending 2 energies. In the original tarot, you can see 2 cups being mixing 2 energies together. But it's that work-life balance as well is really important. This is your guidance from Spirit here, so taking the lead, and it could be regarding a spiritual practice that you have, like your meditation, your yoga, your own prayers, or whatever that is for you, your spirituality connections, and those sort of routines, that you consistently keep those going, and you don't, when you're in this leadership energy, you might be just, gosh, so focused, I've got to do this and got to do that. At work you might have targets and deadlines, or with your project you might be putting too much emphasis on the work aspect and not taking time for the rest, for the joy, for the good fun things. So that's just, you are taking the leadership role here regarding something in your life, and it's bringing balance to you as well. It's making you feel more centered, grounded, and more connected to Spirit for sure with that Temperance card. And the sun is shining upon you as this leader, and you might be a leader in some spiritual practice. There's another energy coming through there. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you could be teachers, or you definitely have this leadership quality. The Emperor, the King of Swords, and Page of Swords. This is somebody who's really learned, as they say. But the Sun card, the sun is shining on this, whatever this creativity, or inspired project, or something inspirational here for you. the sun is absolutely, you know, saying dance in the sun, enjoy every step. Now let's see, Queen of Wands, you have the Lover's card here and the Chariot at the back of the deck. This is Cancer energy. It's also the Victory card, a card of movement. It looks like in this one as well, there's a crossroads that, you know, you have choices. So let's see what we have here. The Lover's card is the card of choice, making a decision. And there's spirit above blessing things, you know. You can see the eyes there and the smoke. It's like, and there's your strawberry moon. That's today. Queen of Wands, determination. You might have a fiery passion for somebody, a love connection, someone you're interested in. This union seems to be very blessed by spirit there, if you look at that. So that's a message for some of you, not for all of you. There's another thing here, there's a choice here for you to go into partnership with somebody else for a business venture. The Queen of Wands here is determination and passion. So passion would be regarding the love connection, and then that passion can also be, you know, directed into your projects, into this passion project over here, like I was saying, inspired action. The Ace of Wands. Wands energy is all this fire and passion. I feel like you're very aligned with your own higher power, your own higher self. And this is the union I'm seeing here, you know. You're very like-minded. That's absolutely it. So yeah, there's something here though. This is moving very quickly. The Queen of Wands in the tarot is one of the faster moving energies. Swords would be the fastest, but Wands is taking fast, passionate and courageous action for something here. And it might be regards to connection, bringing somebody along with you or collaborating with somebody, as I said there a minute ago, with whatever this project is that you're after. Could be a Cancer, and it doesn't have to be. That's the Chariot, major arcana for Cancer. And the Chariot always talks about transport, it talks about travel, it talks about moving away. Emigration comes in, overseas travel, holidays, you know, anything like that, relocation is the thing with the Chariot card. But it's basically, it's focused and balanced and moving forward. And after that, Temperance is turned up here as well in your guidance, and then we're up here now in the next card, and it's like the Chariot is that thing of moving with masculine and feminine energy balanced within you, and that's where we've been coming from since the beginning here. It's the yin and yang that you often see in the traditional tarot, you know, the black and the white imagery. This is very powerful, and there's your black and white. It's the only imagery of that in this card. But yeah, moving forward with balanced masculine and feminine energies, that the passion is there within you, but you also have the intellect and drive to sort of stay focused on your goal here. This is marvellous. You've got a lot of support here. Two of Pentacles. Let's see, what have we got for Two of Pentacles? Hopes or fears. You might be worrying about being able to balance all your priorities in the future. I don't know, let's have a look and see what do we have for this Two of Pentacles. The Star card, gorgeous, such a healing energy with that Star card. It's the as above so below. It's a card of Aquarius. Wow, look, the Fool at the back of the deck. This is a new beginning, you guys. You're starting over something here. That Ace of Wands, there's something for sure. Page of Cups, it's in its youth. It's only a baby of a project here, you know. Page of Cups, I think it's something that your heart is truly aligned with, though. Star card is a card of Aquarius. It's about hope, healing, and wishing upon a star. As above, so below. So beautiful, so spiritual. Aquarius energy there. Two of Pentacles, being flexible, adaptable, as I said, just come through there with that Two of Pentacles. You are adaptable enough, if that's your query. I feel like you might be saying, do I have everything I need within me? Do I have what it takes? And 100% you do. The Star is a big time affirmation. That's a yes card from me. You know, you're the winner. It's wish fulfillment. Star card. Fabulous. It's completely in alignment with you, whatever's going on, because the Fool here at the back of the deck is yes. Another yes card. Take a leap of faith. Trust. Follow your soul's journey. This is amazing. Let's have a look at the Two of Cups. What's going on with the potential outcome here for this collective to close out this reading today? What do we have for the Two of Cups, please? Four of Pentacles. Back of the deck, the Empress. Now we have the Emperor and the Empress, and this is the masculine and feminine I've been talking about. The Emperor is the king of all kings. The Empress is the queen of all queens. And you know what is the combination of both of these energies? Something we've seen here twice, if not three times, is the Sun card. The Sun card embodies the energy of the Empress and the Emperor in Tarot. And what more of a master could you be in the world? There's nothing higher than that accolade. The Empress card is a card of Taurus, and it is that nurturing, motherly energy, fatherly energy over here with the Emperor. She is so magnetic, so much like along the line of the High Priestess. They're very spiritual, both of these energies here. This is where you're headed, male or female. It's this thing of having that balance of your femininity, standing in it. You're completely magnetic. The Queen of Wands is of this character as well. The people, she doesn't chase. Things and people and good energies just come towards her, just like the Empress here. She's birthing something new in this card, and we had the Ace of Wands here, birthing something new. I do feel there's some parents here, or mums to be, and it's parents to be, and congratulations. But this is you. This is your potential outcome, is you feeling this abundance, this fertility, where everything grows. It's like she's the card of Venus, the sun energy all over again, where everything grows and flourishes. The Midas touch is coming through here, guys. There's so much power. This is absolutely insane. It's the end of this laboriousness that you've had in your life of carrying all those swords around and wands. 10 of swords and 10 of wands, and then the Empress card on, you know, under the deck here. This is just telling the whole story. You're coming from the ground up. The only way is up when you're 10 of swords. Usually the person isn't reaching out for another, you know, go at life in that image. In the major, or in the traditional tarot, person is down for the count. There is no more. There has to be a rebirth after the likes of 10 swords in your back in tarot, and 10 wands is absolutely enough. It's over. There's an end to this. We'll call it lack mindset regarding overburdened, carrying around the weight of the world, that you probably didn't have as much responsibility as you thought within that pile of responsibilities, if we call each wand that. And the 10 of swords, that every betrayal, heartache and pain that you've gone through in your life is no longer getting you down. And this is where rebirth comes from. And there's the Empress birthing this new world. That's you guys birthing your new life, and I am so proud of you guys. Wow, this is amazing. Two of Cups. I think it's your self-love. Your relationship with yourself is the main driver here. Got to keep tuning into yourself with your higher wisdom here, and your Empress, or your High Priestess and the Empress card. They're all about tuning into, where is my own cup feeling at the moment? Do I have enough to give? Have I topped myself up lately? Am I keeping on top of my spiritual practices? Am I doing enough of healing? Am I getting enough of rest? You know, all of this sort of stuff. Am I eating right? Am I doing whatever? And they're the checks that we have to kind of do for ourselves in sobriety more than anywhere else. I found the program, though, the fact that it incorporates all of this stuff has helped me balance a lot and really focus on, you know, trying to do the next right thing. It keeps reiterating that message to me. Four of Pentacles here, clarifying the Two of Cups. You're going to be feeling that you're coming out of this energy of I don't have enough, or I'm stubborn and I don't want to be involved in connections anymore, because the Four of Pentacles speaks of stubbornness. It does. It's that feeling that you have to hold on to what you have because you're afraid you're going to lose it all. So there's a message here to trust and open up to connections, to relationships, and do open up more, because you can always open up more to your own inner wisdom here, and to trusting that you have all the ingredients like this lady does here for her masterful recipe. Guys, I'm going to leave those messages there for you, and I hope that this was helpful. comment down below if anything I say resonated, or said resonated even. Like and share and subscribe so this channel can continue to promote these messages, and YouTube will do if you are interacting with the videos. So I love you all very much, and check out the links in my description box below. You can contact me to message me or a private reading. My email is in there, and also what else was I gonna say? I don't know, it must be a lie, as they say. Look, I'll leave you to it, and it was so good to connect today. I love you all. I'll see you again soon. Namaste.